Brazil is one of the most exciting real estate markets in the world. With its stunning coastlines, vibrant cities, and growing economy, it is no surprise that thousands of foreign investors and individuals are looking to purchase property here every year. Whether you are dreaming of a beachfront villa in Florianopolis, a modern apartment in Sao Paulo, or a peaceful retreat in the countryside, Brazil offers remarkable opportunities for property buyers. However, navigating the Brazilian real estate market requires a clear understanding of the legal framework, the documentation process, and the specific steps involved in completing a safe and legally sound transaction. The good news is that yes, foreigners can legally purchase real estate in Brazil. Brazilian law permits non-residents and foreign nationals to buy property, with very few restrictions. The main requirement for any foreign buyer is obtaining a CPF number, which stands for Cadastro de Pessoas Físicas. This is essentially a Brazilian taxpayer identification number, and without it, no property transaction can be completed. Obtaining a CPF is a relatively straightforward process and can even be done through a Brazilian consulate in your home country. Once you have your CPF, you are legally positioned to begin the purchasing process. Before any money changes hands, a thorough due diligence process must be conducted. This is one of the most critical stages of buying property in Brazil and involves verifying the legal status of the property and the seller. A certified real estate attorney will request a series of documents, including the property registration certificate, known as the Matrícula do Imóvel, which is obtained from the Real Estate Registry Office. This document reveals the complete history of the property, including previous owners, any existing mortgages, liens, or legal disputes attached to it. Additionally, the seller's personal documentation must be reviewed to confirm they have the legal authority to sell and that there are no outstanding debts or judicial proceedings that could affect the transaction. Once due diligence is complete and everything checks out, the next step is drafting and signing the Promessa de Compra e Venda, which translates to the Promise of Purchase and Sale Agreement. This is a preliminary contract that outlines the agreed purchase price, payment terms, deadlines, and the obligations of both parties. It is a legally binding document, so having a qualified attorney review and draft this agreement is absolutely essential. Payments in Brazilian real estate transactions are typically made in Brazilian reais, and foreign buyers must be aware of the currency exchange regulations and how to properly transfer funds into Brazil in compliance with Central Bank of Brazil rules. The final and most important step in completing a real estate purchase in Brazil is the execution of the public deed, known as the Escritura Pública. This document is signed before a notary public, called a cartório, and officially transfers ownership from the seller to the buyer. However, signing the deed alone does not complete the transfer of ownership. The deed must then be registered at the Real Estate Registry Office, and only after this registration is the buyer legally recognized as the new owner of the property. There are also taxes and fees involved in this process, including the ITBI, which stands for Imposto de Transmissão de Bens Imóveis, a property transfer tax that typically ranges from 2 to 4% of the property value, depending on the municipality. Buying property in Brazil is an exciting journey, but it is also a complex legal process that involves multiple stages, official documents, and strict regulatory compliance. Attempting to navigate this process without professional legal guidance can expose buyers to serious financial and legal risks. From verifying property titles to drafting purchase agreements and ensuring proper fund transfers, every step demands expert attention. At Botinha Cabral, our experienced team of real estate attorneys is dedicated to guiding you through every stage of your property purchase in Brazil with confidence and security. When you are ready to make your investment, reach out to us and let us make sure your transaction is protected from start to finish.